This is the intro progression for a single leg hinge. So here we're going to work on really getting into the sensation of feeling the glute, feeling the hamstring, and progressing that further into how we should be managing this movement. So we'll start off in our kickstand hinge. So we want it pretty close to all of our weight on that front foot. We're going to have a slight bend in the front knee, and we're going to start to bend at the hip. And I like to have our outside hand on the glute just for a reference of sensation, and then putting that thumb in the hip there where that crease is. And we want to have all that weight on the front foot. So we're just toes on the back, or we're just hovering that foot. So our upper body is just rotated a little bit, and we're starting to get that sensation into the glute and the hamstring. So you can just hold that here for a little bit while we feel that start to ramp up, that tension in the glute. Maintaining that little bit of an arch or flatness in the back, trying to avoid rounding out and tucking the pelvis, so sticking that bum back, getting that flat back as we're feeling that. From here, when you start to feel a bit of a burn in the hips, a bit of a burn in the hamstring, you're going to want to be in front of a table, a chair, or a wall. And we're just going to push the envelope a little bit further, and we're going to lean forward. So we're really hinging at the hips here. And it's just that little bit right before we fall forward. And even if you're falling forward a little bit, you can just use the table or chair to prop yourself up. So you're just tapping, managing that weight on that front leg, keeping that slight bend. And we're really starting to feel that glute come on. And one other thing we want to focus on is keeping that knee on top of the toe. There may be a tendency as we turn to rotate that knee out. We want to keep that knee in line. And so we're just going to hold that here for the prescribed amount of time. And then when we're done, we're going to stand up. And when you stand up, you should feel quite an intense sensation in the glute. We'll repeat on the other side for the prescribed amount of time. The goal here is to be able to hold that progression going from the staggered stance, feeling that burn, into the forward lean above a table or chair for about 90 seconds is our target goal. So find where you can go, starting point, and work your way up.